So I took up golf. Sorry, let's put that in quotes. Took up golf this past summer. And this kind of ties into the third thing that really bugged me about turning 40, is that if you turn 40 and you work really hard at your golf game, when you turn 40, it is supposed to get better. And I'm sitting there on the freaking golf course, and I'm trying, all right, I turned 40, I'm loosened up, I'm ready to go, boom, smack, clink, clink. It's like the McDonald's ad with Michael Jordan and Larry Bird. Off the planet Mars, into the street of the Champs-Élysées, and down through the net. Except my ball doesn't go through the net. My ball just stays somewhere in the African brush, where if I, tried to get it, I would be mauled to pieces by some large lion, and that makes me a little apprehensive.
That's why we got you 2 dozen balls instead of just the one.
What's that?
That's why we got you 2 dozen balls instead of just the one.
I need about a gross of balls at this point. So, and I'm playing, and inevitably, my mind wanders when I'm trying to find my golf ball. And, of course, my mind wanders into some strange places about, and this one happened to involve, my 2 things are government conspiracies and space aliens. Because I don't like the idea of space aliens coming to take over the world. And it is 2012, and Nostradamus said, we're all screwed. So, but I don't think we're screwed in the typical, like, God's going to smoke us type of stuff, lightning bolts from the sky. God has a more ingenious plan, which is space aliens, who are inevitably, in anything that you ever see or read, they're inevitably smarter than we are, which I don't understand. Are we just that ridiculously pathetic that we are the God said, let me start out with these guys and then I'll work my way up. So, I'm searching in what more ingenious way, because space aliens have advanced technology and all that, than to shrink yourself to the size of a golf ball, and then when that day hits, you bird up out of the golf ball, take over the world, and everything's all set. And it's perfect for 2012, because who's the schmuck that they recruited in some really bad golf balls in some really strategic locations? That would be me. So clearly I got the bug right as the space aliens were planned, and the golf minions had everything planned, and so the fact that I played golf means that you guys are all screwed. And then I thought, as I'm thinking that the world is about to be taken over by space aliens, that I could think this could be a new career path for me, because all of a sudden the idea of a supervillain called Dr. Shankatopoulos, with his slicing golf swinging golf balls in the strategic Washington, D.C., and the Capitol, and the White House, and the Empire, kind of like Independence Day, only with a good club, this would be a great idea, and I could sell this to Marvel Comics, and he could be Spider-Man's new arch enemy. And then I got confused, because I started wondering why all evil supervillains are doctors. I mean, aren't we supposed to, as a country, support education, certainly in the medical profession or in advanced science and technology degrees? And this just doesn't present a good positive self-image for doctors. So anyway, so I started wondering about that. And then when I was thinking about superheroes, and I was thinking, well, why don't they have agents? If I could leap over tall buildings and bench press 50 cars with my pinky and all that stuff, I would hire an agent. And that's why I think all these superheroes have, they like work in Gotham City and Metropolis and all these mythical places, because you never see a superhero work in Cleveland. It's a small market city. So obviously the superheroes are never going to be able to afford, and that's why I think superheroes should hire agents. So the whole thing, that's why I can't watch these summer movies that come out, because I'm like, where's the agent negotiating the deal? By now all of you might be a little bit confused. So, who is this guy? What the hell happened? Did somebody slip something in his drink or something? Because he's talking crazy stuff right about now. Well, I'm going to get back to something that you all probably kind of know that I tend to dwell on. And it also ties into some very important parental advice that I have, which is, never, ever let your kids become fans of the New York Jets. You will wind up like me. This is not a good thing for your kids. It will, well, you've watched the first 10 minutes of this routine. You should know exactly why. Don't let your kids become fans of the New York Jets. You should let them become fans of a college team. Because there's not just one team. There's many teams. If you're Iowa and your basketball team stinks, you can root for football, because the football team's swell. If you're Kansas, it's just the opposite. If the football team stinks, your basketball team is superb. If you're Wisconsin, I hate you, because you guys are good at everything. And if you're Arizona State, you have the badminton team. So, you know, all is well. But anyway, there's more on the, if you want to, you know, hear more about the trials and tribulations of Jet Fan Nation, my Big Ass Beer lecture circa 1997 is available at the Library of Congress, and you can pick it up there.
I was drunk.
I'll let you guys off the hook in a couple of minutes. I know this has been somewhat strange, a little painful maybe, but I appreciate your perseverance.
You're 40.
On that note, I thought about running for Congress.
Nice.
Because, well, first of all, why not? Second of all, I think I can make my dad happy by running for Congress. My dad likes 5 things in life. 3 of them happen to be mob pictures. 1 of them happens to be rolling his unfiltered cigarettes. And the 5th thing is his love of original cussing. My dad, who hates everything, could laugh uproariously if he heard in a movie that has been otherwise terrible the word chicken shit or ass bucket. He loves those. Makes him laugh, or he'll just like, oh, chicken shit, you know, take off laughing uproariously. We know them to leave him alone. So I figured I would run for Congress and advocate. And don't give me this First Amendment. This is much more direct and to the point. But a constitutional amendment to permit and allow original cussing in any form. Because the great thing about the Constitution is that it came out one year and said, we're going to ban drinking. And then a few years later, it said, we fucked that up, we're really sorry. So why not have a constitutional amendment to build on the First Amendment right to free speech and have a right to cussing, so that my dad can walk around laughing his ass off, thinking to himself or saying to himself, chicken shit and ass bucket. And that, gracefully, has ended my time with you.